I've got Rick here from Wacom here on the main set. We're calling this the pirate ship. We got the flag up top. We got the Terrific's flag right here. And I am so excited to have you on because you're from Wacom, one of my favorite companies, and you guys are just unbelievable. So tell me about, Wacom makes amazing styluses. You make the Wacom tablets, and I don't know what we call these devices that we use that kind of replace mouse pads. You can use it as a mouse pad with a mouse, a special mouse. You can also use the stylus with it, a graphic tablet. Yeah. And then you now have the big screens.
Yeah, we have Cintiq's direct draw-in for creatives. Kind of the way we talk about it is pretty much everything we love has been designed through our products.
Yeah.
Creative talent's out there, but they're drawing that through our products and making it happen.
We
have some new ones on the line too.
Yeah, what is this?
Yeah, so Wacom, as you know, has been known for digital pens for about 30 years. And this is Bamboo Spark, which is a whole new take for digitizing your notes. So basically, it's a smart pad. So I'm able to, it has a digitizing board here where I just pick up my pen. I can basically write a quick note, test, BeTerrific. Right, BeTerrific, okay. And CES. As I write my notes, basically it's just picking that up. With a touch of a button, I'm pushing that across to my devices. So the cool part is, I've taken that, I've pushed it into a digital format. Now I can come over on any mobile device, smart connected device, my phone, my tablet, or even my laptop for that matter, and pick up my notes with a Bamboo Spark app.
Wow.
And so really, in this case, I could come in here, push the button, as you can see it's already here. My note's right there, I can zoom in on it. The other thing that's kind of cool is I can edit my note. I can draw on it if I want, or come in and add, a certain text. But also, I can backtrack on it. So basically it recorded from stroke 1 to stroke 300 to stroke 3000, but I can backtrack on it by picking that up and decide where I want to cut that note. So if I wanted to
Now, will it work with other apps like OneNote or the native iOS note-taking app?
Absolutely. So one of the things that's kind of nice is we've really built that connectivity where I can go from this into the app, and then I can directly export out. So in this case, just with a quick touch, I push that out. I can go into OneNote, Evernote. I can go into the Wacom Cloud in the connected environment that we have.
How much is this going to cost?
So right now, at leading retailers, it's $159.
I like it.
So it's affordable, and over time we may see other versions coming that go with, rather than a folio version, a slate version, and other things, so yeah.
I like this a lot. I think that, I was just saying earlier in the day that the idea of taking notes, having a piece of paper to write on, I really still like. I love having my phone, and to type into it becomes a little cumbersome. And so to be able to jot down a note is great, and then to be able to have that note in my phone is amazing, because that's where I really ultimately want it. I don't want to walk around with 20 pieces of paper, but on the other hand, I don't want to be typing all the time.
Right. I think that's kind of the beauty of it, and I think you're right on with one that we don't always want to have 50,000 sheets of paper. This consolidates it into a simple format where it's always with you on any device, iOS or Android. But the other side of it too is we think differently with pen. With pen and paper, it's freeing. We heard that direct from our customers, is they still like that to a certain extent, but they want the power of digital on the back end.
Right.
So
you need the archival thing. So is this a special pad, or do I just put any pad
No,
in?
Actually that's why I brought the Rodea pad. I can throw any A5 pad on here, just grab and go, as long as it's roughly about 50 to 70 sheets. It's going to pick up the pen. So as you talked about our graphic tablets, it's almost like an Intuos tablet sitting underneath here and a smart pen that's interacting with it.
So you say 50 to 70 sheets, it can't get thicker than 70, but is that what you're saying? Because if it gets thinner, it's okay.
It's okay, it's fine. You just want to get the precision. Like right now I have more than 70 sheets on here. I might drop a stroke or two every now and again, but with 50 to 70 sheets, I'm getting precision, and I'm getting the 1,000 layers of pressure sensitivity. Yeah.
Very, very cool. I love all of the Bamboo products that you guys have. You have a whole line of Bamboo products, the Bamboo stylus. Do you have a favorite product?
Do I have a favorite product? To be honest, it had been Fine Line, which was out for iOS, and it was a fine tip stylus that allowed you to do a lot more with your tablet, right? From sketchnoting, drawing, notes, and what have you. Still love that product, and it's performing very well. But I was still a little bit of a pen and paper guy. And honestly, for me, Spark has really changed how I take notes and think. For instance, I can do a quick SketchUp, and I was talking to some people this morning from our AP region, and we were talking about ways that we were going to work going forward, and I was able to sketch something up on this, kind of talk them through it, but then I shot it to them after the meeting as a follow-up. So it was kind of a nice way to interact and use a visual to our advantage.
I think having one of your styluses and having this is a perfect combination. I really do. I know it sounds silly. It sounds like I'm making a sales pitch for you, but it's not. It's actually a really good way to have all the creativity you need.
Right. I think the one thing that's nice about what we have is, you're right, for those people that like pen to paper and want to start there, this is perfect. As they transition into digital, and that's what's nice here too, is the ink can stay active, meaning that with our Will technology, which is Wacom ink layer language, you can move that into bamboo paper. I can still add strokes in digital, so I can pick up a stylus, I can even use my finger if I wanted, but I can start to add color, add new strokes, add more notes, and so an idea doesn't start or stop on the paper, it can continue to move forward and evolve.
How'd you get to Wacom?
Actually, how I got to Wacom about 5 years ago, I picked up a box at a graphic design firm in Portland. And on the bottom of the box, I was intrigued by this tablet. And why, as a marketing and kind of visual art guy, I'd never heard of them. And I looked at the bottom and it said Vancouver, Washington, and I was blown away that right in my backyard of Portland was this crazy company that does amazing things. Called them the next morning and found a way in.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of
an amazing story.
It's a little bit, like serendipitous, what have you, but it was amazing. I was at Idea or Ziba Design in Portland, and just happenstance was able to find that and move forward and found a good opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really, really amazing.
Yeah, fun company.
You got to say hello to my friend Doug. He's an amazing guy. He usually comes on the show.
Yeah.
And please tell him I said hello, because he's a great guy and we love having him on. I know the Terrifics know him well and love him, and we've had some other people from Wacom over the years as well. But I just love what you guys are doing, especially it really goes from the most basic pen and paper all the way up to really hugely creative stuff. Talk about the tablets that are that you're drawing on and stuff, and why are they different from, like, okay, couldn't I just put my iPad or my Microsoft Surface Pro 4 down and do that? Yeah,
it's a good question. I think for many folks, there's options in the market, right? And some people are comfortable direct to digital or direct to screen. Others, one of the things that's nice about our tablets is it really gives you that realistic feel. And for artists, it provides that bite. It's almost like drawing on paper, right? As well as you have shortcut keys and other items that can provide you a little bit more of a workflow that really gives you precision in what you do, in 2480 layers of pressure sensitivity, but also just that realistic feel. And then with our higher end products, with the Cintiqs and others, you're direct to screen. Again, you have the bite, you have the true integration with high powered software.
Apple's got the iPad Pro and they've got this pencil. Or whatever they're calling it. I think it's pencil. And then Microsoft's got the Surface Pro 4 and the Surface Book and the Surface Pro 3, and they've got the Surface Pen. You have products that work with both of those, right? And can you talk about how your products differ from what you can get from those two companies?
Yeah, I think in many cases, there's a lot of notoriety around pens this year. We've been in the industry for 30 years, and there's there's more or less, might be the year of the pen. But that's kind of a cool thing in the fact that it's a recognition that pen input and that way of working is not only natural, but can be more expressive. I think in the respect of what we do that's different is, again, we're listening to the artists, we're listening to the creative minds and helping them drive towards the feel that they want, the natural experience, also the high-powered software that helps them then carry their workflow forward and keep that kind of seamless in what they do. But in many cases, for us, it's providing options and helping them find the right peripheral that will then advance their artistic work.
And I love that all your stuff is wireless today. You don't have to use cables. I have an older setup, and I got to plug it into USB, which just makes it more cumbersome. I don't like cables.
Right. And I think for many people, they want to be, in every case, mobile, right? They want to be moving. They want to be trying new and different things. And I think with our tablets, for instance, in the Intuos line, Intuos Pro, that level of flexibility and where they work and how they work, critical.
Jenny's watching in Finland. He's in our Slack chat right now. He says he likes Wacom. He wants to know, do you work for Android or is it only iOS and Windows?
Yeah, that's a great question. With relation to the Spark product, it works across both platforms. That was really important to us to make sure that iOS and Android were covered, because notes and the move to digital, it's irregardless of how you're working the operating system.
So, and he brings up a good point. Like, I never, I talk about Surface Pro and I talk about Surface Book and I talk about iPad Pro. I never talked about Android, or Samsung's got all these styluses, right? That's one of the selling points of their Note 4, Note 5, Note 55. Do your products work with those as well?
Yeah, actually that's, it's interesting you bring that up. I mean, in that regard, that is, we're underlying that, so that's our technology that's been built in.
Can I see this? I mean, it's just like, it seems like it's so well put together, so nice, fit and finish. Can I draw on it?
Have at it.
Oh, wow. All right, I'm going to write a note.
So, yep, you're clear
I'm
to
going to
go.
write a note. Here, new page, right?
Yep, and that's the beauty of it. You just grab it and go.
I love the Terrifics. Rick is awesome.
I'm not sure.
I have terrible handwriting. I could have been a doctor. And lastly, I will say Wacom is a great visionary company.
This is what's nice for us, is you say your handwriting isn't perfect,
Yeah.
right? If you want to share that with others, as you move that into the app, the Bamboo Spark app, we have convert to text. So the ability that you can move that into text.
You think you could convert that to text?
We could.
I'm going to call you.
I don't know. I never like live things, but we might as well try.
Yeah, we might as well.
Let's
All right, so hold on. Let me get the product cam here. You know what? You want to take control of my camera here? This might be a better cam to do it on. Let's see. So we've got a wonderful, wonderful crew, and Peter's going to try and take control of my webcam on my computer, and let's see what happens.
Okay, so this is the note.
Hey, you said you had bad handwriting. I think we did okay.
Let me see.
It's pretty. I mean, it's close.
Okay.
It's tough, especially.
I love the Terrifics. It got that. It got the apostrophe that I stupidly put in there, right? Because there's no apostrophe on that logo. Rick is awesome, and it's got like a smiley face, which I put. Wacom, a great honeycomb. My handwriting got really bad there because I was running out of room, and this isn't like necessarily the best writing environment. I am actually really impressed.
And we're writing on an angle on that, which is even more difficult.
I'm going to show this here. Look at this. So nobody thinks I made this up. Look at that.
That ability to kind of move a note or an idea faster, push that out in email, put it into your notes on Evernote.
So you sold me. When can I get one?
They're available now. I mean,
I like
worldwide.
the pen too. It's a nice pen.
Yeah.
It's replaceable ink, I imagine, or I have to buy a new pen?
It is replaceable ink. It is proprietary, so this helps get the best performance.
Sure.
And what have you. And in that case, a $29 for a refill pen.
And this will store your iPad Mini.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
iPad Mini, or I have an iPad Air in there.
That's an iPad Air in there?
Yeah, Air in there.
Wow.
Absolutely. And you don't always have to have a device on. I can store 100 pages of notes locally, so I can just have that in my paper, get out to my meetings, do my stuff, come back later in the day and just boom, then translate it all.
Wow, Rick, this is impressive.
Cool.
It's all impressive. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks
Rick
for
from Wacom. Say hello to the folks back at the ranch, especially my buddy Doug. He's awesome. The whole team's awesome. Clearly, you guys are so creative.
Appreciate it.
I know my friend Jesse is watching right now. He is in the graphic industry, is very creative, and he is dying to get his hands on the new Wacom stuff. He told me before, you got to check them out. You got to talk to them. I'm like, we're talking to them. I know them. Don't worry, Jesse. It's okay. Jesse Chertoff, his son Reed plays with my son. They're good friends.
Cool.
Yeah, good family. So hi to the Chertoffs. We'll be back live from CES right after this with a whole lot more. You are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. This is your live continuing coverage of CES 2016 from your official media partner, BeTerrific. High atop Central Hall in the Las Vegas Convention Center. I'm Michael Arts. You're the Terrifics. We'll be back right after this.